And welcome back, it is I, Haskie, your host. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Gonna be starting a new video today. Most likely a much shorter one. Sonic the Hedgehog. Yes, you know it. You love it. How long has it been since you've played it, though? Where was I back in 1992? 92, right? Well, I was 3 years old. Seems like a really long time ago. And it was. So I spent a little bit of this morning setting up... Oh, 91. Damn, I was 2 years old. I haven't done any YouTube videos on this channel that were full screen or 4:3. So I had to set up some scenes for that in my OBS, and you had to make another one of these and all that good stuff. Also going to try to record at 60 frames a second today. My computer... The computer that does all of the compressing and streaming and stuff whenever I do live stream, it's not super quick, so I usually can't do 60 frames a second, but since the resolution of this video is lower, I'm going to go ahead and give it a shot. So yeah, there's that. So I'm just going to go. I kind of realized over the past couple of days that I've been spending a whole lot of time on the Fallout and Skyrim videos. I mean, I knew that, of course. It's not like that snuck up on me. I was very aware of it. But, yeah. If you combine the videos of my Fallout 4 and Skyrim playlists, if you put those two videos together, the total number of videos between those two is something like... It's near 200 videos. It was like 170 something. And my entire channel only has 270 something videos. So it's like 70% or something of my videos come from those two playlists. So even though I feel like I've actually gotten quite a bit of content up on my channel, it's all kind of the same thing, so... Thought I'd, I don't know, maybe over the next couple of weeks, maybe I'll just play, you know, older games, shorter games. Games that I can play in a couple of hours and then be done with. So just kind of make more diverse content on my channel, if you will, if that makes sense. So yeah, here we are. We're in this spinning place with birds and whales or something in the background. I do remember the first time playing this game. I was, like I said, probably 2 or 3 years old. My dad and I and my mom, when they were back together... No! Come on, man. We went up to Washington State to see my dad's best friend, who lives up there. And, yeah. I was very familiar with the NES at the time. I pretty much was born with an NES controller in my hand. But never played a Genesis before, and we played this game. I think it was the only game that guy had. His name was Brian. And my dad and I were pretty blown away by it. My dad, of course, not being a huge video game player. He played the NES with me, and yeah, the Sega Genesis. Pretty much just Sonic the Hedgehog. And everything after that, he couldn't do it. It's too hard for him. After the Sega Genesis, I got a Nintendo 64. And I remember my dad trying... Because my dad played Mario Brothers with me on the NES before we got a Genesis. And, I remember him plugging in the N64 and being like, hey, Mario Brothers? They made another Mario Brothers? I'm like, yeah, Dad. It's in 3D. And he's like, what? What does that even mean? And, like, we hopped into the game... And I had played it at my friend's house, so I kind of knew what to expect. But, yeah, it was... He couldn't do it. Couldn't do... Oh my god, I thought I was gonna lose again. No! Wow! So I was telling myself, I'm gonna get all the Chaos Emeralds today. So we're 0 for 2. Doing pretty good. So this is pretty unrelated. But the other day when I said, hey, I'm gonna take a break from Skyrim and play some other things. I decided that I needed to, like, find a solution for the heat in here. Ugh. Of course, I have an air conditioning unit over there in the wall that I do not use when I'm recording videos because it's loud and you would hear it, and that's no good, no bueno. So I was like, alright, I need a quiet cooling solution. So I Googled around, as you know, one does when they have questions about anything in life. And I saw a bunch of people doing, you know, these like do-it-yourself air conditioning units out of like 5-gallon buckets and ice chests and whatnot. So I'm like, sweet, I can do that. So I went down to Target, grabbed an ice chest and a little fan, and I cut a hole in the top of the ice chest. I dropped that fan into it, and I threw a bag of ice into it. And it's under my desk right now, and it's blowing like 50-degree air at my legs and at my computers. I'm actually like pretty thrilled with it. We'll see how it works though. It's still pretty early in the morning, and it's not too hot out. So, is it Dr. Robotnik or Eggman? All these people today with their newfangled Sonic games calling him Eggman. Nah, dude. Nah. Apparently Eggman... The Robotnik thing versus Eggman, I guess that was like a translation dealio. I guess his name was always Eggman, or something like that. I'm probably giving out false facts, but I thought it was, his name was always Eggman, but in the US release of this game, and the first couple of Sonic games, it was translated to Robotnik for some reason. And it wasn't until Sonic Adventure 1, where he actually went by his real name in the US version, or the English translated version. I remember this part. I should have jumped on that switch first, but I actually remember this spot, playing it for the first time with my dad. You hop down on that switch, and then this gets, you know, it gets pulled up, and then when you jump off the switch to go down, the whole thing falls. So it's like you need to push the button down with something, and it's like an actual... it's an actual puzzle. Didn't have many of those in the NES, or at least the games that we played. So all morning this morning, I was fighting an issue that I think I fixed. And I'm actually pretty happy with it. I'm gonna have to... I'll have to watch the video to see if I actually fixed it, but I was having vertical sync issues. That was a good jump. Yeah, I was having VSync issues on the other computer, the computer that's compressing the video. The OBS computer. Even though I have vertical sync on my gaming rig, the one that I'm playing on, and I don't see any screen tearing, I would look over and I would see screen tearing on OBS and on the recorded video. And it's kind of always been that way. I'm pretty sure I've always had screen tearing on all of my videos, but I haven't really been too bothered by it, and no one's ever commented on it in the actual comments. But when I was looking at a Sonic game, you know, fast-scrolling 2D game, it looked so much worse. So I decided I was gonna like really dedicate and try to figure it out. How to fix it, that is. And I think I got it. I turned Windows Aero, whatever that, the fancy transparent Windows. I've always had that off in Windows. I'm kind of a Linux nerd, so I rarely use Windows if I can avoid it, but OBS doesn't run too well in Linux yet. Maybe someday. So apparently, sorry, I was kind of zoning out while I was trying to do that, but yeah, I guess that Windows Aero has like built-in VSync or something weird like that. I don't know. I turned it on both of my computers, and I don't see any screen tearing anymore. It's really strange. So it looks like by turning that stuff off, I was actually causing screen tearing on all my videos. Wish I knew that, like, oh, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago. So hey, we got a Chaos Emerald. We did it, Reddit. Wow. I remember this part scaring the living shit out of me. You like you get chased by this lava. It's funny how slow it actually goes. Like, oh no! Oh! Certainly not the same, but kind of, sort of related. I remember reading, I think it was a magazine article in some old console magazine. I don't think it would have been like Nintendo Power or something, but some video game magazine. They had like a, well, that was weird. I hit it from the bottom and it dropped down like it was in a tree or something. I've never seen that. No, they put together a list of like the top 10 scariest enemies in video games. And they had stuff from like Resident Evil and Silent Hill and stuff, whatever. But like the top scariest enemy, quote unquote enemy, was quote any body of water in a Sonic game. And I remember in Sonic 2, in the second world, Chemical Plant Zone, there's like this infamous spot where you're zooming around and all of a sudden you're like really deep underwater. I think the water rises up, if I remember right. And you have to like climb out, and there's like these weird rotating platforms that you have to like, you know, kind of watch their pattern and jump up, and there's no air bubbles, so you just kind of have to like go for it. And it's a pretty intense spot. It's really not that bad, but like when you've never played those games before, it's intense. So I'm trying really hard. I'm like full tryhard mode right now. I need these rings to get the bonus stages at the end. I actually don't really know how that works, or at least I don't remember. I think it's like you have to have 50 rings at least, and then that big ring appears at the end of the stage. That sounds about right. I don't know if you could hear that, but that was definitely ice moving around my ice chest underneath the desk. Didn't really think about that. Maybe something we can laugh about every time, though. I don't remember how many Chaos Emeralds there are. I think maybe 8? Six or 8? I don't remember. Stop spinning faster. Oh my god. Where are we going? I don't know which way to go. I almost said I don't remember, but I certainly don't remember anything about these. There's an arrow. Following the arrow. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. No. Oh god. Save me. Save me. Dude, go. Go for it. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. I'm pretty much just super excited to go play like Sonic 2 and 3. Like Sonic 1 might have been the original, but it's like, you know, you kind of want to be like, oh yeah, the original is the best. And Sonic 1 is a super good game, but man, Sonic 3, Sonic and Knuckles, That's what I think about that. Oh shit, I thought that was... I was trying to get points there. I always thought, like, the music in these games were, like, some of the best music in video gaming. And also just, like... it's just very 90s. But some of the assets, some of the things that you see, like those glass columns, I'll point it out the next time I see one, but... the way they were, like, shining and stuff, it's like a lot of cool detail. You don't really see that stuff in 2D games nowadays. At least not in the same way. That was not smart. But yeah, now that now that I got all this set up, I got the scenes going for those glass columns, like the shine on it, how it moves around. It's not static; it's all animated. And by animated, I mean it like moves up and down, and that's it. But yeah, now that I have all this set up, and I can easily go and play whatever I want. I keep thinking about all the games that I want to play. I actually created a list on my phone. I wish I had that near me. But I want to go play like Donkey Kong Country and Sonic Spinball, Sonic 3D Blast. What else was there? I don't know, maybe even some early Final Fantasy games. I played like 1 through 6 while I was walking to the Farlands, while I was doing that attempt. That was all really freaking awesome. I'm glad I did that, man. I don't think I ever would have gone back and played like Final Fantasy 2 and 3 just casually. It's like I needed a real reason to do it. And that whole Farlands thing really did. It was a good reason, I guess. Good enough reason for me. It's funny, seeing some of these areas, some of these little jump puzzles, I just remember how hard they were. And it's like, you don't even think about it now. It's just like, oh, I'll jump right here, done. First try every time, even after not playing this game for years. And I'm not trying to convince you that I'm super good at video games. It's just like, games are hard when you're young, you know, when you're a little kid, when you're like 3 or 4 years old. Like, the timing and knowing what to do, it's just not easy. It's like playing Sonic the Hedgehog every day for weeks, and just like barely getting past the second level or something like that. Cope. I don't know what that means. Gonna farm some points. I want to say they eventually stop giving you points, so you actually can't do that. Of course I tried as a kid. Yeah, there you go. No more no more from that one. What a rip-off. Yeah, I like the cool backgrounds in these games. They like really captured my imagination when I was a young kid. Like those mountains out there. Like the crazy purple palette. It's like super interesting. Like I want to go out there, I want to see what's out there. Wow, that was not even close. I knew that was going to happen, but... Alright, I need a... Jesus. Fuck off. I need rings. I need 50 rings before the stage ends. I need the Chaos Emeralds. If I don't get all the Chaos Emeralds by the time the game ends, I lost the game. None of this counts. Remember that much. I always thought this place was like super cool. It almost seems like you shouldn't be here, you know? It's like you glitched yourself through the wall and now you're like in some area out of bounds. And of course that's not the case, but it looks that way, feels that way. Sonic the Hedgehog 3, of course, to get the Chaos Emeralds in that game, you needed to find the giant rings. It wasn't about having enough rings by the end of the stage. It was about finding, like, the secret areas that contained the big rings. And then you had to be good enough to do those secret stages. Okay, that was a lot of ice moving around. Alright, I'm tryhard mode. I got 57 rings. No. Stop spinning faster. I don't know where I'm going. Yeah, nice and slow. No. Okay. No. Watch me die at this point. Ugh. Wait a second. Oh god. Alright, hold on. This doesn't count. Hold on. I saw the Chaos Emeralds there, and they weren't flashing properly, and I knew exactly what that meant. That means that this source is not recording at 60 frames a second. Hold on. Okay. Hopefully you're gonna be like, wow, that looks so much smoother, what did you just do? It's like, well, my capture card was doing 30 frames a second. Now the computer's working a lot harder. Was this stage 2 or stage 3? Damn, that sucks. Well, I'm glad I noticed at some point. Bing. So I'm trying to remember like what other stages there are in this game. So after this one, because there's that Starlight level. I forget the name of that one. I think it is Starlight something. Damn it! I needed those. I need the rings! Can I drop down here? Do you think I'm gonna die? Okay. Fuck. Go away! Wow, I didn't know that. That sucks. I don't think we're gonna have enough. This is the end right here, huh? I'm so sad. Now, of course, on these stages, it doesn't really matter because there's no... This is like the Botnik level. So there's no opportunity... That was weird. No opportunity to get that stage. Using my GameCube controller right now, it's pretty cool. Cool story, I guess. I don't know, I got a GameCube adapter, just a USB GameCube adapter. And I got a genuine GameCube controller when they remade them for Smash Brothers. That's pretty cool. Also with the release of the Dolphin 5.0 emulator, play some sweet GameCube games with a genuine controller, that feels so good. Hello? I don't really know where that goes. Not that I remember a whole lot about any of these stages, but I don't really remember that. Please. What is this? Oh, it's different speeds. Okay, I don't want to fall off here. I do know that. Oh my god. What am I doing? Why don't we just wait on top like a normal person instead of being an idiot? Love the simple boss fights in this game. I mean, that one was kind of crazy because he destroyed the terrain, you know? It's like, if you took too long, you were going to lose. It's like there was a timer on that fight, unlike most of the other Botnik fights. This is pretty much the zone where I was like, alright, I'm done playing Sonic. Like, I don't need no underwater levels today. I don't need this stress in my life. I wonder, just a random thought. It's just like, I wonder if video game stress, if there's any cases of stress from video games causing people like serious health problems. I'm sure there is. Probably lots of them. But I just actually don't know. But it's like young teen has heart attack because of Sonic the Hedgehog underwater zone or some bullshit like that. He couldn't find the bubbles in time, so his heart rate went up to about 500 beats per minute, and he died. And when that countdown music starts kicking in, oh man, stuff of nightmares. Moving all slow-mo because you're underwater. Truly. Oh god. Awesome. Hey, you know, that's really great. Almost did it again. I don't think we're gonna be able to do it. I'm actually like legit concerned about the Chaos Emeralds. I might not be good enough. I don't need air bubbles. I'm a boss. Probably. Wait, 5 seconds? I thought you got 10 seconds. Oh, thank you. Okay. Does it come back up? Yeah. Give me those rings. Gimme. I need them all. Try hard mode. Try hard mode activate. Oh, fuck those guys. Alright, watch for spikes, watch for spikes. Spikes. We're good. Oh, what the? That's a machine gun! There's like no cooldown to that. Ah, that sucks! No! No! Oh my god, are you kidding me? For some reason I thought that thing was going to retract a lot sooner than that. Well... that was nice. So we still have like 5 emeralds to get. So, yeah, I don't know. I just don't know how many worlds there are left. There's that Starlight Zone that I keep referring to, that I don't know the name of. And then the only other one that I can remember is Scrap Brain. So, I've got like... I think that actually means that I have 5 opportunities to get Chaos Emeralds. So if I really wanted to, I think I have to play perfectly from here on out. Which is not really something I'm capable of. Because 2 Chaos Emerald opportunities per world, right? Act 1 and Act 2, not on Act 3 because Dr. Robotnik. So there's 1 left on this world and then 2... Unless there's another world that I'm not remembering, which I'm kind of hoping there is. Oh, I was supposed to end the video. I was gonna do at the end of that last bit, but... Hi. So yeah, just gonna walk away for a quick second, and then we'll resume. So, yeah, be back in a second.